Good evening, guys. Hope all is well. Shout out to everybody. Happy weekend. It is episode 38 of Wine and FaceTime. And tonight's episode is definitely about the lock journey. Another video about the lock journey. Shout out to all the new subs. Shout out to the day one subscribers. Shout out to all the viewers, the clout watchers, everybody who keeps my algorithm going. Shout out to you guys. Tonight's conversation is going to be about the lock journey. We'll be talking about, the types of scarves or the types of things you should be doing. When sleeping with your locks. You know how to best protect your hair with your locks when you're sleeping. This goes for men, women, children, anyone with locks. If you really care about your hair, you want to see it flourish and grow and, be healthy, the things you need to do. But before I get into that, as always, it's going to be chit chat moments are based on conversations that are not about the main topic. And we just, shoot the ish, talk about random things. And tonight's conversation regarding chit chat is going to be about parenting. Whew, Lord have mercy. I had a big scare today while out school shopping with my daughter. And I'm still kind of shaken up, and I was going to cancel Wine and FaceTime tonight because I'm like, you know what, you're not mentally there. Like, you shouldn't do it right now. But I'm like, you know what, push through. Your girl's good. She's looking at herself right now. But long story short, shout out to all the parents, everybody who got kids, everyone who's about to have a child or who got teenagers, adults, little ones, toddlers, infants, newborns. Shout out to all the parents. It's such a hard job being a parent. There's no rule book about chapter 1 through 100 of what to do in all these situations. We grow, we watch our parents, what they did to us, what we see around us. We watch TV, we read books. We consult the pediatrician, friends, loved ones. We figure the ish out. And today I had a scare. Me and my daughter went shopping today for school. It's back to school time, as you guys all know. And went school shopping and went to, get some things, whatever the case is. And we didn't eat any breakfast before we left. We just jumped in the cab, got to our destination, hit a few stores. And by the third store, my daughter started telling me she wasn't really, she was feeling kind of weird and stuff like that. And I was just really taking it as oh, she's just joking. She's tired of walking. We've been outside for maybe an hour, and she's tired of walking around, whatever the case is. And she fainted on me. And I just we were shopping, and she just fainted on me while we were in Nordstrom Rack. Like, my daughter's never fainted, never had a seizure, no allergies, anything. It wasn't a super hot day. We didn't do a lot of walking, and shout out to Jose Negron. Thank you, Jose, for being here. Good evening. She fainted, and I just was losing my shit, screaming for help in the store, and got the ambulance, got to the hospital, everything was okay. But it's I just didn't see this coming. I didn't take her seriously when she said she was feeling a little weird. I thought she was complaining, and I can't believe this happened. And it was like a life lesson as a parent. This is the second time this happened to me. I have an older daughter that fainted on me, and I found out she had lupus. And here's my younger daughter; she just fainted on me, and I got to follow with her pediatrician. But thank God she's good, and I feel like things happen in weird, mysterious reasons. So shout out to the parents. Shout out to everybody who don't got the rule book figured out on their own. Go through these crazy stories or situations as a parent with your kids, and you know, shout out to all the parents. It's a hard, hard struggle. But one moment, guys, I'm gonna throw a quick ad out, and I'll be right back. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere far. I'll be right back.
Okay. I work out all the time. I can do lots of different moves. Have never been able to do one full push-up.
Push-ups are the best way to start your day.
I will try one standard push-up.
It's not the best push-up, but I can get down and get back up.
So it is the main topic. The main topic tonight is how to sleep at night with locks. There are many people with locks that, choose to do what they want to do. Some people are really into their locks, want to treat them lovely. Some people just want to let them grow. They don't care how they grow. They don't have to retwist. They don't really give it ish. Some people, want to, fix them when they start to get matted and locked, and kind of tender, So this may be for someone out there who suffers from this. But the main topic tonight is, how to sleep with your locks. So I feel personally, I've been on my lock journey for 3 years now. And I personally feel like, if you really care about your locks, you should do the most you can to protect your locks while you're sleeping. I think it's really important to invest in the right scarves and the right caps. I feel like the right scarves and caps will help you, go a real long distance, in the end, because the cheaper the quality, you know, the worse is going to be for you in the end. You know, so definitely invest in silk scarves, nylon scarves. I would say cotton scarves for last, scarves and caps. I would say those things for last because I feel like the silkier the material, you know, the better it's going to be on your hair. And, you know, the thicker, the cheaper the material, such as cotton or something else, is going to give you lint balls possibly. So stay away from like the cheapy stuff and definitely invest in a silk cap, or silk scarf, or you know, silk pillowcase, you know, silk sheets, you know, silk bonnets, you know, things of that nature, silk do rags, silk, you know, silk, shower caps, you know, whatever you can find in that silk or that sleeky, you know, nylon, spandexy material. Try to stick to those. Those are gonna really help you a long way. Again, I said satin pillowcases and scarves are great. I did a couple of videos earlier where I actually had done some videos of showing you guys, you know, the types of silk scarves and bonnets and cotton scarves I have as well. So you guys get an idea of, you know, the things that I use. And again, I'm pretty sure the things that I use are the same things you probably have saw out there as well. So it ain't gonna be that much different from what you saw. So one moment, let me figure this out. I'm just trying to like gather my stuff together without knocking stuff over, you know, trying to be really careful. So I'm gonna cut my screen on. Hey guys, how you doing? Have a little bit of glare, but this is one of my silk scarves that I will sleep in at night. It's not one of my go-to silk scarves, but it's a scarf that I can definitely sleep in. The easiest way to do that would be to fold it in half like this and tie it on your head this way. Or, you know, you can be fancy or do this, you know, tie from the back and pull your hair up. Whatever the case is, however you want to. You know, I feel it's important to cover the whole lock, everything from root to end, have everything covered. But this is definitely a go-to, not one I use all the time. Another one I don't use all the time, but it is a go-to because of the material. This one here. Again, the same method. You can fold it in half, and like, you know, this half, tie it on top like Aunt Jemima, or you can just, you know, get fancy and just cover the ends if you want. Oops, that didn't work, but you know, you get the drift. Like, you know, you can just literally try to just, okay, none of that is working. One moment. You can literally like just get the ends and do something like that. It's however you really want to sleep. This one here is my favorite go-to. I sleep in this almost all the time. It smells like all kind of oils and sweat, but this is one of my go-tos. I put it on like this. I pull the hair out, stretch it over my big head, and I pull it out like this. This is one of those scarves that, you know, the longer your hair gets, you're gonna have to buy a new one. But I really still love this one so much. It was with me before my hair was even reaching out of the scarf, and I feel like it covers everything. And now my hair is kind of long, so it's kind of like I do need a bigger one at this point. You know, my hair is definitely growing, but definitely love this one. This is my favorite one. I wear this one all the time. Again, here's another scarf I could use, or you could use as well. I feel like these big silky scarves are really good if you can't find a bonnet. Again, I can do the Aunt Jemima thing like this and have the ends out and put it into like a ponytail and wrap it up and then just twist the ends up with the rest of the scarf. I can do that. And then I have my cotton scarf. It's dirty, excuse me, but I don't really use this one this much. When I'm working out, I'll put this on. Again, same thing, regular tie around the head. And this one here is my favorite. I wear this one all the time too. This is the official bonnet, the silk bonnet. All the girls got this. It come in cheetah prints, all different kind of colors, and y'all know how it goes. You pop it on, you get all the hair in there, and you lit. Ain't no hair out. I sleep in this one all the time. It smells like all kind of oils and everything else too. But those are like some of my go-to scarves, and I feel like, you know, if you have locks and you want to go to bed and you want to protect your hair, definitely get something that looks like that. You also get a do-rag Do-rags are pretty good too as well. Like, again, do-rag, put it on, tuck your locks in, like put it in a ponytail or try to braid it. The lock ends may be out, but you'll be good as far as this. This won't be all fuzzy and crazy like that. And again, you just, even stocking caps, really pantyhose, lady pantyhose. I've seen people with stocking caps on their head. You know, like even hair longer than this, like they'll have a stocking cap right here, and all of this would be out, and they'll have like a hat on top, like a sombrero hat or like a fitted hat, and have a whole stocking up here. I don't know, but I guess it works for them. It's mostly dudes that do that, whatever cases, but yeah, you can use a stocking cap. So for me personally, I feel like, you know, if you really don't want to have your hair all messed up and knotted up and have a whole bunch of lip balls, definitely invest in like a nice silk cap or scarf or something like that. That'll definitely help you go a long, long way. Shout out to the 3 people who are watching right now. Thank you guys. Another thing I want to touch on is, you know, the length of your hair. So if you're somebody who's starting out with locks, like you have like those baby, shiny, stretchy, curly, bouncy locks that are really not full and thick and fluffy and coarse looking in texture, I feel like, you know, for you guys should definitely invest in caps that are really small and like more fit form to your head, you know, things that are really more like real tight knit, because you know you want to keep that style in place. You don't want it to unravel that much, you know. So I think tighter, smaller caps would be better for you guys, depending on how long your hair may be already. So if you got hair down your back, you know, and you just starting out your lock journey, you still may need like a big long braid, like African braid, you know what I'm saying, kind of bonnet or like scarf or do-rag, something that's really, really long and super, super stretchy. So I'm gonna actually play this video right here. This is the intro video I made today. I don't really love it, but in this intro video, you're gonna possibly see some images of different variations of scarves and do-rags and stuff like that towards the end of it. But if not, then I guess I messed up. So let's see if you see that at the end. Yeah, boom. There's a bonnet. This is a TikTok video I made, but I don't think it plays everything. No, so definitely didn't play everything. But I just edited the version before I went live. In the edited version, I had some ugly pictures in there that I didn't like of myself, so I like deleted it at the last minute because I felt like they were awful and I didn't want to show them. And this is what I got now that I logged back in. But you guys know what it looks like. You know, a lot of guys wear them, a lot of females wear them, like the regular scarves. Some people call them do-rags or bandanas. Like all of those things are definitely okay for locks, but I feel like depending on if you're like a starter lock person to a teenage lock person to a mature lock person, those types of scarves are really important. So again, when you're just starting out your locks like less than a year and your hair is still easy to unravel and very shiny and very stretchy and bouncy and not full form locked, or you're just budding, I feel like tighter, smaller locks would be tighter, smaller scarves and caps would be better for you, just because it's gonna keep the hairstyle in place more. You don't gotta worry about, you know, your hair being all over the place because the cap was so big that, you know, while you were sleeping, you know, it got all disheveled. So that's what I think, in my opinion, for starter locks. Now, you got teenage locks, well, I'm meaning like, you know, you have several buds, you know, some are thick and full and, you know, starting to look crazy, you know, starting to get, you know, not some length necessarily, but, you know, they're trying to form into their own selves. You know what I'm saying? They got their own look, their personalities. Some may be standing up straight. Some may, you know, just look really weird, like it's not a lock, like it's a braid. Some may look like want to give up, like that weird stage that they call the ugly phase, whatever the case is. I feel like for those stages, you know, you may want to get a more stretchy spandex, you know, bigger, wider cap type of bonnet or scarf, just so you know your hair can breathe without you feeling uncomfortable while you're sleeping. But not too big, but definitely like a bigger, larger, wider kind of stretchier cap will be good for you. But shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for coming. So for example, for me, before I got this luscious with my locks, all y'all didn't know me, but when I was like really like looking crazy with my locks, when it was just like so wild and wicked and everywhere that I had to do like, I feel, a lot of makeup, a lot of cute outfits, so people would not look at my hair because it was on its own thing. Like when I was in that stage of my locks, I really felt like, oh my God, like I can't control what my hair was doing, so I gotta accessorize all over so people don't look at my hair because my hair's looking really, really crazy. And for me at that time, that's what I did. I did jewelry, I did earrings, I did scarves, I did bags, I did real colorful outfits, real colorful makeup. I feel like, all right, don't look here, look everywhere else. Like that was my motto, you know. So I would have, you know, locks that were just stick this way for no reason. No matter how many times I try to pat it down, it would just stick this way. Or I would have locks that would just, be really, really like stretchy and nice and soft. And then I had ones that was like really, really hard. So it's like there's all these phases you're gonna go through with the whole lock journey. So I feel like, for every phase of the lock journey, I feel like you need like a different scarf and bonnet or cap. Like you have to keep, elevating your gear. Pretty much, I mean, you're going to keep elevating your footwear because if you're going to keep getting bigger, or if you're going to keep getting weight, you're going to have to keep buying bigger shirts and bigger t-shirts and stuff like that. So it's like, you have to keep elevating your lock stuff. So at the same time, too, like at the end of the day, you're going to outgrow some things, even like your shampoos and conditioners. You're going to outgrow them as in a sense of you're going to be using them. You're going to still see that your hair is still dirty or not getting clean as it used to be because, your hair is just it's over that product. It's ready for something new. Like it needs something else now at this point. So very, very important. And again, for people that have mature locks, like long past their butt, past their legs, almost hanging the floor, or they're gray or they're super long and formed, and they look like not perfect, but like they've had it for like at least 20, 30 years. For those people, I don't know what they're using, but I'm pretty sure they have a big ass bonnet or a gigantic scarf, or they done made something to create that length to fill all that weight. But I do know the longer those locks get, like the heavier it gets on your neck. So I think, if you can't get a bonnet, or a stocking cap or a braid cap or a wig cap or like, a shower cap or like a do-rag or a bandana, if you can't get your hands on any of those things, my best alternative to you guys in the lock community would be to invest in a satin pillowcase, invest in some satin sheets or, satin scarves or, satin caps of any kind, no matter if it's like a big do-rag or a braid cap or a lock cap or a wig cap, it doesn't matter. Even if it's like a regular nylon stocking, like definitely invest in that. So again, I don't know how many people out here are like, fans of the lock community or know somebody with locks or they thought about having locks or, they know people around them and they're working by them or in the neighborhood that have locks. But, shout out to all the lock kings and queens. I'm so grateful to be on this lock journey year 3. And I just can't believe how long my hair was growing. I feel like my hair was growing longer than it did when I was, which is not true, when I had perm, going to the Dominicans, getting washing sets and washing blows and short simple curls and flat twists and all that other kind of stuff. And yeah, like the lock journey is just going. So I think I'm gonna be like a senior citizen with locks. Like I'm gonna have some braid locks like Storm, from Marvel. Like I'm gonna be looking like Storm. Like I'm gonna have these locks forever. But that's pretty much it, regarding how to sleep with locks for me. So if you have any comments or questions regarding, the locks, please leave a comment here at the below. And I'll definitely respond when I see them. But if anyone has any questions, please let me know. If not, I'll probably drop the link to the panel, see what's going on with you guys, see how you guys are feeling, how you guys are enjoying your weekend, about the Labor Day weekend. So I'm pretty sure you guys got a lot to talk about. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to Irby Fatal. Shout out to Third World Colombian. Shout out to Introvert Bariqua. Shout out to Competential Jose Negron. Thank you guys for all pulling up. I'm chilling. Commit to this wine and FaceTime. Had a crazy situation happen to me earlier today, and I was like kind of all over the place mentally. But thank you guys for pulling up on me. I definitely shouted it out in my chit chat segment of this stream, and parenting is real. We go through things, and sometimes we're prepared, we're not prepared. So again, shout out to the parents. Shout out to all the parents. Like it's a journey. We don't get the audio book, we don't get the lesson plan, we don't get the Google document or the PowerPoint presentation or the right book with all the right answers and everything. We don't get that. Like we learn it as we go along, and parenting is tough, but everything's all good. So how you guys been? How's your weekends? What's your plans for Labor Day weekend? I know it's going to be a nice weather, I think, all over the country. So I'm pretty sure everybody's going to like a barbecue or going somewhere or doing something with somebody. And if not, definitely understand, they saying COVID is back on the high, so we can't trust anything, can we, right? We don't know what the hell's going to happen in these real streets. But I just dropped the link. If anyone wants to come up and talk and chit chat with me and see anything, please feel free to do so. Hope you guys having a great, safe weekend, and guys enjoying the weather and making the best of these last weeks of summer, because we already know after Labor Day it's gonna get chilly. Time to bring out the gooses, the bubble jackets, the earmuffs, the scarves. It's about to get cold. It's time to get that Olivia Pope looking on. bring out the pea coats, the leathers, the down jackets, the high boots. It's time to bring on that style. So how y'all doing? Is there someone else streaming tonight? Let me go on YouTube. Let me see if there's someone else streaming. You guys are like pitching it on mine and the other person's stream. That be happening out here a lot on these YouTube streets. The competition be thick. Not that it's competition. It's definitely not competition, but we all out here, entrepreneurs, we out here trying to promote our content and do what we do. And sometimes everyone has, the same thing in mind. And, we clash with times and time frames and ideas on topics and stuff like that. So I do have my first guest coming up from the Boogie Down Bronx. Please, guys, welcome to the stage, Mr. Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. How you doing?
Good evening, Keisha. Thank you for allowing me on your platform. Unlike you, I am looking forward to the first day of winter, which is only 109 days away.
Oh gosh, like I'm totally not, but it's here and summer was whack. I feel like I didn't do anything but go to Georgia for summer. I didn't go to the beach, the pool. I didn't go to Six Flags. I didn't go to no barbecues, no picnics. Like my summer was so trash. But I'm alive. I got my health. I got my family. So God is good.
Yes, that is so true. It's just that, you know, being a parent today is rough because, first of all, you have to be on top of what's going on. Plus, you have the radical alphabet community trying to enforce their doctrine on everyone, even young kids. And heaven forbid, if you say respectfully that you disagree, automatically you're classified as homophobic.
Yeah, it's really that horrible. Like I remember back in my day, I was a teen parent, and they had this service called VNS, Visiting Nurses Service, and because I was a minor, they had a nurse that would come to my house and check up on me and the baby, make sure I was doing the right thing, feeding and cleaning her, and having an appropriate home setting and making sure she was in a safe and healthy environment, and asking me questions about breastfeeding and experiences with the baby and stuff like that. And I feel like I don't know if those things exist anymore, but if they don't, we definitely still need them, boy. We need like some real books with some real people talking some real ish in there, putting out the facts because a lot of us are definitely figuring it out as we go along. And now I realize that's what my parents was doing too. They was figuring it out as they was going along.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is no like how to be an effective parent. I mean, basically, it's you learn as you go, and you try to do the best for your child.
Absolutely. Shout out to Third World Colombian. Yeah, that's all we can do is, try to be the best for our children, because at the end of the day, we're an example. They're looking up to us, whether we realize it or not. Every day, what we do, what we, they may imitate, in the future, So you just never really know. But I definitely had like a scare today in the mall, and I'm just like, I was almost gonna cancel this stream, honestly, because I just felt like my mind was all over the place, and I just felt like, oh, I'm gonna just go up there and be babbling and babbling. But I'm like, I'm just state my points, state my topics, get it out there, and just leave it at that. So I do have another guest coming up to the panel. Please welcome Mr. Ramon.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing, man? Hey,
I'm
don't hold back. What's
good.
going on?
Hey, guess what? It is now 109 days into the first day of winter.
You see what I have to deal with, Michelle?
Oh
Don't
my
start
god!
with
Like we
that.
need to really ship him to Alaska at this point. We need to put a GoFundMe up. He needs to
Yeah,
go to Alaska with his cable, his TV, all his YouTube products and services, and let's see how much he be streaming from Alaska.
just, just mail him, send him to Alaska. Just mail him his clothes or something, or lock that off.
I bet you he won't be wearing no jacket out there. He have on jacket, hat, gloves, boots, everything.
Yes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, stop,
Oh,
process,
oh,
stop
come
reminding
on now. Kisha, we haven't had a winter here in New York in years.
No, yes, you have. Yes,
People
you have.
died in Boston last winter with the snowstorm that was so high that people were stuck on roads and cars. Like What are you talking about, Jose? People died last winter.
Uh-huh.
Well, people die from extreme heat as well. So
Yeah, but it's bad when it's snowing so much that people getting stuck on the roads, like, to die in their cars. Like, that's scary. That's
No,
like,
no, no. The whole thing with the cold, that's more of an imminent. That's more imminent. Dying of hypothermia is more of an imminent threat. Okay, somebody can die of a heat stroke. That can happen down here, but it's because of like an extreme an extreme situation. Because I haven't really heard of people dropping, passing out or passing away because of the heat, but the cold, it's easy to get hypothermia, especially with the poor people that are out in the streets and they don't they're having to be out there in the streets without
remember
those.
Titanic? All the people that froze in the water on the little pieces of wood, hoping
Yeah,
that people get them. They
yeah,
froze.
they didn't drown. They didn't drown, but they died of hypothermia. So that
yeah,
can be that can very well
okay.
happen up in New York.
Then explain to me how come I don't get sick in the wintertime.
Well, that's you because
Are you a polar bear?
You're Mr. Freeze. So that's why
Hold on,
you
Ramon.
don't
I
get
have to say
you.
this. You guys know that every year in New York City, in Brooklyn, Coney Island, they have this group, this club. It's called the Polar Bear Club. I don't know if you guys know that. Even if you're not from New York, you probably heard about it on TV.
Jose the president. Jose
So
the
the
president.
Polar Bear Club is about a group of people who love the cold and they love to be outside, no matter what the weather is. And these people go to the Coney Island Beach in Brooklyn during the wintertime between like December and March, and they be in trunks and bikinis in the water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's white
Oh,
folks.
That's where Jose's gonna
gee,
be doing that.
oh, gee, that sounds like fun. Let's do that, Ramon. I mean,
No.
particularly like
You
in
can
order
go
to.
do that. You can go do that. I'm not doing that. I mean, I like my warm weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Even if it gets a little crazy when it's like 116 degrees, I mean that is getting a little crazy. But I'll deal with that. We'll deal with that as opposed to that dangerous. Yeah.
Well, right now the temperature is 70 degrees. So when I get home, I'm going to turn on the AC and go to sleep.
Do you take a taxi, Jose?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Are you gonna take a taxi? It's late.
Yeah, I'm going to take an Uber or a Lyft because I'm working overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's late, it's dangerous. These wackos are definitely out here in these streets.
And what's nice when you get into the like Uber, they have the air conditioning working to my specifications.
Oh my gosh.
Specifications.
His
To your
specifications.
specifications. Oh my God.
Frostbite temperatures.
No, everybody is Mr. Freeze. I mean, that's gonna be another Mr. Freeze type of guy for him to be having having the air conditioner on at the temperatures that you're having right now, which can't be that bad. I mean, it's in the 90s down here, so it has to be lowered up there.
Oh, Ramon, not to cut you off. I'm trying to watch your stream. I got your stream on replay and save to watch later. I was actually watching your stream today when I was out and about. The one you just posted, I think like less than 24 hours ago. I was trying to catch up on the stream just to let you know.
Okay. Yeah. You make a comment. You make a comment on it. Definitely.
See, it has a lot of views already too. It's doing good.
Yeah.
That was what?
That video has like when I looked at it, it had like 80 views, so it's doing good. That was early this afternoon. Like
Yeah.
this morning,
Thank
I looked at
you.
it, so it's doing
Thank you.
good.
Because I did see a little while ago, and it was reaching 100. So hopefully
Yeah.
it keeps going. It keeps going.
Well,
I
good
mean,
job.
I
Like,
did
I
use
didn't
several.
all of it, but it's obviously a good show.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you. No, definitely, definitely. We were trying to keep it on topic and talking about the subject, and I was giving examples as to how somebody can claim to have changed and to can claim to be doing better, only to go back and act a fool. And unfortunately, I know that gives views, and the dance project is benefiting from that. But
That
still,
girl
I
is
mean,
ratchet though. That girl that you got on the video in the beginning, all
yeah.
yelling, talking about her JJ was ripped. Like that's childbirth. That's motherhood. Like what you complaining for?
Yeah, yeah, because I was commenting that my mom, when my mom had me, it was, well, she never complained about it. She never said anything about being torn or having to need stitches or something. But I was 9 pounds myself. I'm 6 feet tall now, but I was 9 pounds when I was born. I was a big baby, so it must have been difficult for her. But she
Most
never
women
complained.
go through that. Most women, 50% of women are
Jose, Jose, something with your microphone. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
scratching,
always
pressing
static.
against something.
yeah.
Even like most women get torn, honestly speaking, it's a 50-50 thing. If you have a baby and you don't get torn or no stretch marks, it's like you're a queen. It's a blessing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just that I dropped my headset. Well, actually, I'm going to be doing another stream later on tonight at 11:30 p.m.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's what you're gonna say. Okay, no problem. I'll definitely try to tune in for sure. This is
Yeah.
not gonna be long. I already said my piece, but that sounds like it's
So,
about.
so I'm going to be focusing on the Karens.
Is late night working
Oh
out better
yeah.
for you? Like late nights?
You know what? Sometimes it get views, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends. It's just that I have to basically, since I'm working overtime, so therefore I have to like stream around my schedule. But basically, starting next week, it's going to be like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, like between 8 and 9 o'clock.
I might do. I could still. I might do one if I don't know if you can hear me better now because I was having a technical problem. But if maybe I could do another one about something that I saw that I found really revolting about that kind of thing that can happen when somebody has a jealous rage and they can't control it. I mean, rage because of jealousy. I mean, for whatever reason, and people can really get hurt because of that. So I have something that I wanted to show. I might still do it um, during this evening. So maybe in an hour or so, half an
Oh,
hour,
if
an hour
I
or
do
so.
Saturdays, I'm thinking about changing my stream to another day because I feel like Saturdays be popping. Everybody be streaming on Saturday. Hi, Golden. And
Hey, Gigi, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you in the chat.
that sounds like a good idea,
Hey,
Ramon. I like what you're doing, and I like everything you did so far on your last video. The thumbnail, the caption, everything. Like I can see why it did so well. Like good job.
thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to do better. So let's see what happens with the next one. Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna be doing, so I have to put it together.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
definitely
I'm
Well,
shoot
counting on you
that
guys checking
when I
it out.
finish.
Mhm.
well, the
Yes,
stream that I did, well, the stream that I did with the interview with Xtina, it got so far it has almost 200 views.
yes. That's good. That's
Oh
good
my
because
God, she's so beautiful, Jose. She's so nice. She's so down to earth. Listen, I took that interview as classes in session. I had my notebook. I had all my questions. I'm like, everybody in fucking chat know her, but guess what? I don't know her. I'm trying to know the T.
no,
Well,
if anything, uh-huh.
go ahead.
Go on.
Go ahead. Well, I
No, if
actually
there, if
had,
there is, I'll wait.
well, I actually, she came up to Parkchester, her and crew teacher. So we actually had the time to discuss and break bread and talk about ourselves and our platforms or whatever. So I really enjoyed the afternoon.
Yeah, I saw on your live stream, and I think on hers, I saw one of her channels. I saw them like that was so nice. I thought she was from New York, so she's not from New York.
No, she's from Virginia.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. She's so beautiful. She's so nice and calm and sweet. I think from that interview, that's what I got from her. But she looks so down to earth. I like her style, her spirit.
Yeah, she is
Yeah,
very
yeah. I
down
mean,
to earth.
yeah, somebody like her needs to be protected at all costs, as they say. I mean, because she's somebody's mom, but there is still kind of like an innocence to her. I mean, that needs to be protected. And if when it comes
She don't
to
even look like she
content
got
creation,
kids. I'm like, she looks like she's like 22, 23. She looks so young too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But she does have brain, and they're
Tell us
already
black women
growing.
have to be
They're gonna be like teenagers too. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
No,
didn't mean to cut you.
but when it comes no, it's all right. But when it comes to content creation, maybe her channel is one that you need to look at because she does have a significant amount of subscribers for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
because
looking at all three of her
there's the
channels
quality
after
there.
that.
Mhm.
Very good interview, Jose. You did a really good job. Like I like how you set the tone and how how it flowed. It was natural. You had to let people get on this panel that knew her. So that was pretty cool. I like that interview. That was really nice.
Well, thank you very much. Basically, the type of questions I asked her was similar to the type of questions I asked Denise last year.
Shout
Ah,
out
okay,
to
yeah. I
those
remember
persons
that.
in the chat. Irby Fatal. Yo, Irby Fatal is the OG. I feel like I don't know if y'all be seeing it, but I feel like no matter who's live streaming, he be in the chat, like, holding it down. Like, I love Irby Fatal. Shout out to Irby.
Herbie. Yeah, that's our guy.
Yes, definitely. Irby, maybe you can come up with your own channel as well. I'm sure it'll be lit.
Yeah, I think you'd be good, Irby. You should definitely consider that. You obviously got some little time, so you can make it happen. Maybe just do short videos at first and then jump into what you want to do. But shout out
Yeah.
to Golden Goddess. I love the how you do the fonts. Like I always wonder like how do people make their font look different than the normal fonts? Shout out to Golden Goddess. She got like 1,000 something plus 1.3K. Like I can't wait till I get there. I'm gonna be flipping my
Well,
hair back and forth like Willow Smith.
Mm-hmm.
the fact of the matter, Gigi is extremely creative. I mean, she definitely knows how to produce content.
Yeah, they should have like a YouTube awards, you know what I'm saying? And actually give people awards for their recognition and their hard work on their platforms and their channels. Like that should be a real thing. Maybe we should start that YouTube awards.
Yeah, well, that could be a suggestion for the management because they do give out plaques based on subscriptions, but kind of like yearly awards. That's something that they should consider. But the thing is that it's difficult to be objective when it comes to creativity if we're talking about a platform that does censoring. Unfortunately, YouTube does do that. So there will have to be more creative freedoms on platforms and when people have their channels because it's difficult to objectively being able to praise creativity if there are limitations, if there are censorship tools in place. Okay, I'm seeing what Golden is
Yeah, I was
commenting.
seeing
Hey,
what you
chica.
were saying too. I was like, oh,
Yeah, you can highlight
duh.
it.
Why I never think of
You can,
that? But yeah, guys, I don't know if
Well,
you
actually, I'm thinking about doing.
I'm sorry, Jose, what you saying?
Actually, I'm thinking about doing a stream because I think what's the issue is it's not that there's censorship. I think what is the situation what I call selective censorship. I mean, there's certain creators that get away with doing the most foul things on YouTube, and then other people they get penalized for half the stuff that other creators do.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know if you guys heard the beginning of my segment. I talked about my experience I had with my daughter earlier today. Like, can you guys relate to that? Maybe you're not a parent, but maybe you know someone who's a parent and you've been in that child's life as a family member. As you guys hear my chit chat this morning, I mean this earlier.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I heard you. I heard you. Yeah, I remember that. Um, I was going through a situation like that, but that was when I was visiting my friend in the DR. We were with her daughter, and she kept being sick and throwing up, and we couldn't pinpoint what was happening. And we will take her to the doctor, and she will feel a little better. But then after taking her to the doctor, she was still feeling bad, and then she was still not doing so well. I mean, but we couldn't have an explanation for it. So I have seen that kind of situation. That's something that you don't expect, because you do make sure that your kid is taken care of when it comes to her to her health, eating well, sleeping well, living good. But all of a sudden comes up um, with a condition, and at first I'm sure that you didn't know what to do, but those are things that happens with kids. And I remember being told when I was a kid that the kid, well, it's part of growing up and getting sick. So that as long as, well, I'm sure that she's doing okay now, but it's just about handling the at the moment, and trying to get her some help.
Yeah, it was really,
Mhm.
really scary, Like I feel like, I had a flashback of my oldest daughter having the same experience, and it came to be that she had lupus, and I didn't know what lupus was or how she got lupus or if it was my fault, or I did some research and it just led back to it just happens. It's not hereditary, like it just happens kind of thing, and it's still not known. So I was like, just like happy no one pulled out their cell phone and started recording us. Again, it was like we were shopping in a mall, like early in the morning or whatever the case is. So I'm like, I'm happy like people just, call 911 for us and call the ambulance and, call EMT and, walked us through what to do, and everything like that. But I just, was like, I couldn't believe that. Like, like this is my youngest daughter, I'm like, wow, like, I thought she was like playing around with me because she's like really affectionate and likes to play and everything. And I just thought it was just something like that. Like, I didn't really think it was, what it became. So I'm like, wow, like,
Mhm.
ooh, Jesus, like grateful, like, but wow, like this parenting thing is just no joke. Like, it's not just raising a child to they're 18 or 21 or making sure they don't get into gang violence or, have a kid at a young age or, be with the wrong crowd. There's so many other things too that there's no rule book for. There's no lesson plan, no memo, no PowerPoint. Like you get a grandma or a family member that may give you some wisdom along the lifeline or whatever the case, but there's no booklet about this.
No.
Yeah, Irving, what I would suggest that you do is the following. First of all, if you're serious about creating a channel, developing your own niche, what you want to talk about. And as far as the weirdos, I mean, what I do is I enable the some subscription mode. What that means is that if they're not a subscriber and they want to enter a comment, they'll have to subscribe to the channel. So that's one way that you try to limit the presence of the trolls. And and then you learn how to like block people and remove people from the panel for misbehaving. I mean, I had to remove someone from from the panel by live stream because the person was being very disrespectful to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, you don't even have to develop a niche. I feel like even me now, like not that you got to be like me because I'm still trying to figure my own ish out, but I feel like more lately I've been putting out content that's like kind of all over the place. It may be short videos, but it's content that I normally was not producing, not posting, not talking about. But learning a lot about what people are saying in my circle, like you guys, Rad, Golden, Xtina. And I'm saying, like, all right, let me start paying more attention to where people are getting the information from. What's a hot topic? What's a trend? What you put out first. Like I'm really trying to like make sense of it all and look who's watching, what age, what sex, what time frame, what the location is. Like I'm really low key paying attention to all of that stuff behind the scenes. Like, all right, let me see. And so far, if I don't, without looking at all of those things, I just know the hair videos are doing it for me. Whether it's a baby hair video, me showing a new style of my hair, me getting my hair dyed, me getting my hair twisted, me washing my own hair, any of those kind of etc. videos will make a good 1,000 really quick without me having to like do much but just post a TikTok version of the video. So I feel like you can do anything, Irby. You don't even need a niche.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Wine and FaceTime gets no views, no support, no spikes. The algorithm be a flat line going right across the bottom of the screen. It gets nothing. But I like Wine and FaceTime, so it's hard for me to give it up. But I think I am going to give it up at some point, to be honest, and make something else of it, like a spinoff. But if I don't figure it out, like how to get the same traction as like the hair videos and like the short videos, like I think I'm gonna give it up because it's common sense that the activity is somewhere else, not right here.
Right. Right.
But
Well, you still have your
so,
but your subscription base is steady and going up and all. So maybe you can use a different theme to it, something that has to do with what's going on right now and trending topics type of thing.
Yeah,
It's up to you. It's up to you. You decide.
we're all trying to figure it out though. We're all trying to share the information so we all make it. So that's what works for you guys. Let me try to try it out with you guys too.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you can do is maybe do interviews on your channel. One thing, you see, the problem I'm getting is that I'm definitely getting views. The subscribers are not, it's not picking up. So, I just have to, continue with the content, trying to find other content that people would like to watch.
I mean, I think we're all gonna gain and lose a few subscribers here and there. Those are people that are not really here to stick with us. They just may have liked something we've done in the past, and they may just drop off. Because I feel like we all go through that. Like, we'll be at a good number, then we'll trickle down, then we'll go back up. So I feel like the people that really like us for whatever reason they like us for, whether it's the live videos or whatever it is that we produce that they like they're gonna be with us no matter what. It's just about how to attract new people and not just be consistent and comfortable with the current.
That's true.
Right.
That's very true.
But that's why we're all here today, putting our minds together all the time. Even when we're not thinking about it, we're thinking about it. So again, that's why I just said, great interview, Jose, with Xtina. I was definitely trying to ask her those questions, and she just made it really seem like it just effortlessly happened like that for her. Like, and I believe it, maybe it just did because I feel like she just even said on your stream that she doesn't even post frequently anymore. And she's still getting followers and subscribers, and she's not even like posting every day. So it's like, if she's not even posting every day and she's still getting all that attention, like that means like, again, like she's one of those people that got it. She mastered it like it clicked. So that's dope.
Yeah, it's doing good. Still doing good for her. That's good.
Yeah, so just like Gigi too, like how many times have Gigi restarted? Like she got that magic. I know what like she know how to do this, girl.
That's
but it's
good.
Like we need to be around people, to be thinking this way. That's what's going to keep us growing. Like we can't be around people that's not thinking this way. Our channels are never going to grow. We got to be around these kind of people.
That's right.
Yep, that is very true.
And I'm grateful that they actually transparent and humble with us, because I feel like on YouTube, like as Gigi would say, like it gets crazy in these streets. Like people that we trying to share the wealth, or not that Gigi said that, but like in my own opinion, like I'm pretty sure like They have people up here that can teach you the real way how to get subscribers, try to sell you the dream of how to get subscribers, like all kind of scams and real things that really work or not. But everybody out here trying to get money. So like it's like really the real streets, because at the end of the day, it's like people are not going to give you all the information you need. You know, they're going to give you just enough to keep money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're not thinking like me, then I don't know how you're thinking, but I kind of feel like I'm kind of accurate on how I'm thinking, you know? So like, again, we could all take classes on how to get this many subscribers, that many subscribers, whatever cases, but no one's going to actually really give us all the real TTT. You know what I'm saying? But if you think I'm wrong, please comment or jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody quiet. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just you were asking something. It's just that I didn't hear you perfectly at the end there, so I don't know if you were asking something.
No, I was just saying, like, if you agree, then you know you can comment. If you disagree, then you can comment too. But like, you know, again, like even people up here that's trying to tell you like, oh, how to watch this video, like, subscribe, and donate some amount, whatever the case is, and I'm gonna teach you how to get 5,000 subscribers in 30 days. Like, you know, you ever come for those kind of people, or they'll jump in your chat when you're doing a live stream talking about follow this or donate here and we'll get you subscribers, or so like a scammer shit.
Exactly. It's always for a fee. It's always for a cost. Yeah. The thing is that a lot of for the most part, that's a scam. And one thing that I'm not trying to do is purchase subscriptions. I mean, we all know that one could do that, but I really don't want to. Unfortunately, I actually lost a couple of subscribers. I don't know if they were willingly unsubscribing or if it was the system that was doing that. But I did lose a couple of subscribers.
About too. Do y'all watch y'all YouTube studio very often, Jose and Ramon? Do y'all look at your YouTube studio like often, like at least weekly?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you notice sometimes, Ramon? Do you? Yes or no?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was entering the studio yesterday to set up things for the live stream. But aside from when I'm actually gonna do a live stream, I tend not to be on the YouTube studio. But then again, I'm not a consistent like Jose.
Right. Okay. Well, what I was gonna say, Jose and Ramon, I noticed sometimes when you look at YouTube Studio versus YouTube itself, like the numbers don't always add up. So, for example, you may be looking at YouTube Studio and looking at a video that you just did. Like, for example, the video you did about that was like 3 hours long that had so much traction. You said whatever the case is. I forgot the title of it, but you know the video I'm talking about. Like, it did like a lot of views. You talking about it like in the last month or so. Like, if you would have looked at YouTube Studio versus YouTube itself, you would have saw two different numbers as far as the amount of views and likes that video got. So what I'm trying to say is between YouTube Studio and YouTube itself, like the numbers don't be adding up all the time. And it's like, okay, so it's like I'm thinking in some kind of way, like, okay, YouTube has the, like, I don't know, like not the rights, but like I feel like they can control like how much traffic your video is getting some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to break it down, but when I figure out how to break it down, I'll break it down and make more sense of it. I'll probably do like a short or like another video on it. But long story short, like I did a video that was like, it wasn't of me. It was something I saw on TikTok and I posted it. It did like 28,000 views, right? Most I ever did, but it wasn't me, you know? And I wrote on the caption, like, wow, like I wish I could do that or something like that. I noticed that when I looked at the YouTube Studio numbers on the video, versus the numbers I got on YouTube itself, the numbers were never the same. The numbers were all dramatically by hundreds and thousands of views consistently, no matter how many times I looked at both comparisons, to the point where it's like, even when I got my YouTube Studio, like recap analytics of like how I produced for like that week or that month, like that video kept appearing in like 3 different segments of my YouTube Studio. That was like a 3-month span. I'm like, all right, why is this video still popping up in this studio when it's like, all right, that's not even the same time frame. It was just like really weird. So, like, what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like, you know, YouTube definitely has the way of, you know, controlling of how many hits or views or likes your video gets based on, like, I feel like the traffic they feel you usually get, if that makes any sense. So if you don't usually get like a large amount of traffic to your channel, and all of a sudden you get like a large amount of traffic to your channel, like they kind of like put a hold or a pause on that. I feel like, I don't know, like when I figured I'm gonna make more sense of it and like do a video. So, but definitely pay attention more to your YouTube studio. If you're not, definitely pay attention more to it.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I mean, those things matter when it comes to what is the perception versus what is the reality of it, and when it comes to views and the traffic and how the algorithm plays with your stuff. So yeah, that's something that one needs to be to keep a look at, to keep an eye on. Mm-hmm.
Golden, I
Definitely.
love your avatar. You look so cute. Like you give me Punky Brewster, like sexy vibes. Like I love this avatar picture of you. Just wanted to say
Yeah, I
that.
remember. I don't know if she knows Punky Brewster. I remember Punky
Yeah, I'm
Brewster.
not sure how old Golden is, but girl, if you don't know who Punky Brewster is, look her up. Like you give me like the red hair, the red bombshell hair. You give me like sexy Punky Brewster, all grown up, ready to fight prom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
Jose, you quiet.
Not
Can you relate to anything I'm talking about or no? Oh, he's working overtime, so he's probably like
Oh.
working. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, maybe he's
Okay,
away.
it's just what it is that sometimes the background noise in the background something like.
Okay, understand. I know Don does that a lot too. I feel like I do that a lot too because sometimes I'll be doing a live stream and I'll have a whole Call of Duty fight going on in the living room, and my daughter will be in another room, like on her laptop, and then I'll be live streaming. And
It's
even
not,
when I
it's
live
not
stream, I
getting
can
the attraction. I mean,
So I know we gotta figure it out. Like I think we all need a room just to do our live streams. That's separate from the entire apartment or the house.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like all had.
Yeah, but I think you mean you or you mean Jose? Because
I think
Jose,
everybody, not just me, not just Jose. I feel like everybody, if like maybe a lot of YouTubers do, like maybe like Golden and Multi and Xtina, maybe they have a whole, well, Xtina said she didn't, but like maybe people have the option of having another space besides their homes to do their streams, like, and maybe we just, take advantage of our homes, because it's what we got, it's where our time is, or whatever the case is, but I just wish I had like another space to do live streams, like versus me being my living room or my bedroom or my bathroom. Like I wish I had like another space.
Oh, okay. Maybe come on like office space, that type of thing,
Yes,
or maybe
it could be a storage space. Like I don't care. Like something where I don't gotta worry about people walking through to the bathroom or asking me for food for dinner. Like or what time eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, like
okay, that's what you're.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing. That's what you're dealing with right now, right?
You on the live stream, they be like this. We hungry, like oh my god, like they hungry.
Okay, that's that's okay.
But Coachella's getting good. Like I'm sorry, guys, gotta wrap it up. Like the hyenas is looking at me.
Okay. Yeah, but like Golden is saying, maybe at your place you can dedicate one corner, just one corner to that, and you can set it up with a kind of like a desk and with the computer, and you put a cute background behind you, curtains or flowers, and decorate it in a way that you can that you like, and you just dedicate one corner of your place to that, which is basically what I do. I mean, I'm in my living room, but I do dedicate a corner to having a desk with the computer and the microphone. Well, I don't have a lot of things. I mean, I don't have technically. I'm kind of like very minimalist, but it's good enough for me. So if you can dedicate a little space, just a little space, and if you have a laptop and you can move it around and you can accommodate on a desk or a table, and you can move back and forth as necessary. Yeah.
Wow, Gigi has freckles. I feel like, yo, wow. I mean, I never met her in real life. Like, oh wow, how we be talking to her all these months, all these years on YouTube? Like, she got freckles, and we just figured it out. Like, wow, that's beautiful. You cute, Punky Booster. I see you, boo.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I use the living room to do my live stream, and what I do is I sit behind the air conditioning. So therefore, when I turn it on, even when it's like, like 70 degrees, I can feel nice and comfortable. So I create a nice, cool environment.
70 degrees, you're supposed to have a nice, cool environment. 70 degrees isn't hot.
Well, actually, it's humid.
Okay, I know. It is for you. It is hot for you. But I mean, but for me, I'm already needing a kind of like a windbreaker jacket. I'm already
look,
needing that. Yeah.
You know what gets me is that I'll be sitting at my desk and the air conditioner is working properly and I'm nice and comfortable. I'm happy. But for some reason, you have a bunch of wimpy people complaining that it's too cool.
Yeah, because they're freezing. Don't start. Because they're freezing their asses off. Don't start with that.
Not me. I'm comfortable.
I know you are. But you're only thinking about you, Don Jose. That's kind of selfish. Everybody else is suffering, but so you can be comfortable. Come on, man.
I mean, could you imagine if I had complete climate control worldwide? That way we.
No, I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to know.
Well, like you better go to Coney Island Beach with your bikini on this winter, Jose.
Yeah.
I'm all this Mr. Freeze talk. I want you to.
You go to them. That's right. You go over there and you go to them wearing nothing but a Speedo and you.
And I respect it. I'm like, you know what? He really the polar bear.
He's about that life. He's about that frozen ass life.
I gotta respect it. I gotta respect these conversations now all the time.
Yeah, because he's gonna be showing it. It's gonna be about that.
You go into the polar bear club. That's it. You doing a live stream on it too. That's it.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? Deep down, Ramon wants to go to Coney Island.
No, I don't. No. Deep down, I don't want. Deep down, I want things to stay nice and warm and comfortable. Where I don't have to wear. I don't have to wear jackets. Mm-hmm.
Or in the summertime, he wants to go to Orchard Beach and look at the beautiful view water that's over there.
Mm-hmm. Hell no. No.
Chocha Beach.
The Chocha Beach. Chocha Beach. That's what they call it. Chocha Beach.
Oh, come on.
Because it's basically mud. What is it? Mud water? No.
I mean, last time I went to Orchard Beach, I ain't gonna front. Me and my babe who was going through some times. I went with the skimpiest bikini. It was just like strings. It was like a G-string bikini. I was just in that mode. Anyway, long story short, it was so much glass and bottles in the sand. Like I was screaming the whole way to my little blanket or my little sheet to go sit down because I'm like stepping on glass, rocks, crabs, shells. It was so dirty.
Damn. That's horrible.
Okay. It can get a little messy, just like in New York. We don't have a serious rat problem. We have a slight mousy problem.
We got master splitting out here, Jose. Stop playing with these people.
Yeah. I know because you can live with those monsters. That they'll fight you if you try to scare them off. They'll stand your ground if you try to scare them off, and they'll steal your pizza.
Well, right now they turn the AC.
They're not scared of nobody. They not running. If you stomp your foot, they not running for sure. So don't stomp your foot. It don't matter if you got on a boot or not. Don't stomp your foot. They not running.
Yeah. They'll get they'll get on their hind legs and they'll be like, "What's up?"
Well,
they don't go nowhere.
They just turn on the AC over here, so it's beautiful.
All right.
They climb on people on the subway who's sleeping in the train. Like you see videos on social media, they climbing on people sleeping on the trains. They vicious.
Shit.
Okay.
I can only imagine. Oh, poor
Okay.
things.
Okay, so you might see one rat or two rats on the subway, but still, I mean,
Well, I'll admit that I didn't really see much of that, but maybe because you're walking around Manhattan, it's so many people that the rats kind of stay away. I wasn't on any place where it would be more likely for for somebody to see one of those monsters running around. But yeah, I don't want to have an encounter with one of them. I sure don't. I sure don't. I sure don't want to be in a position where I will have to try and stand my ground against one of those rat monsters, those master splinters. I wouldn't want that at all. Hell no.
You wasn't around long enough. That's all it was, Ramon.
Exactly. I wasn't around long enough. I wasn't walking around kind of like downtown in the like in the wee hours of the morning when there is no one around because that's when they come out and all. Okay. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. That will be mad scary. And the thing is that that's the way it's been. That's the way it's been for the longest. You guys know that.
okay, well, look, I admit we have a slight mouse problem, okay, but look at me. I mean, I have only seen one dead mouse in Parkchester.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe not today.
problem. It's a problem. Not slight. It's a problem.
Come on, it's a plague. You got a plague going on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I remember one year TMI in my neighborhood. I live in a hood. Sorry, I'm like cooking my lunch. Sorry, that's all the background noise. Um, it was so many gigantic master mices in the neighborhood that people were scared to come in the buildings because they were all over the stairs, everywhere, like on
Shit.
the ramps, by the garbage, by the fences, like in front of all the buildings. It was like they owned the place.
Hmm. Well, in Puerto Rico, the worst that you have to deal it's not rats, it's roaches. Because in Puerto Rico, roaches grow big enough that they can fly. And sometimes they can come in your window flying. Like the motherfuckers. I hated them. I hated them with a passion. But that's kind of like how it is. How it is on the island. It's not so much rats. They exist, but you don't see them much. It's more the roaches. Roaches is what you have to watch out more for. Yep.
Well, I plan to do, you know what I plan to do on my stream? I plan to show a video of me eating pastéis, maybe with some ranch dressing or with some peanut butter and, you know.
Come on. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my dinner. So don't be describing such a thing.
Oh, come on now. You have to experiment at times.
No, I'm not trying to experiment with that. I mean, you were the one who said that you you will eat a pasteles with what with ranch dressing and peanut butter and ugh. Something like that. Was it something like that you say once?
Yeah, that was crazy. Peanut butter and ranch dressing. I remember that.
Ugh. No, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Well,
No matter.
as a kid, I used to eat peanut butter with pizza.
Yeah, well, that might be. Maybe that's not as bad as having pineapple on the pizza, which I just don't see it. Don't see it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, I gotta try that.
Maybe you can try it, but yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Recipes are kind of like a Hawaiian soul or tropical soul type of pizza that has pieces of pineapple in it, which I think that's disgusting.
No, it's not. It's wonderful. It's very
So you don't eat the
creative.
ham with the pineapple on Thanksgiving?
The what?
Never had ham with pineapple on Thanksgiving?
Yes, yes, but that ham with the pineapple slices that also has a bunch of it has the cherries and it has the cinnamon cloves on it. So that's what the ham tastes more like. It tastes more of the cinnamon cloves. So I don't mind that there. I don't mind it there because it doesn't really get into the flavor of the ham. Yeah, but I've had it. I've had it. But what
Oh,
it tastes more, yeah, yeah. But what it tastes more is the cloves, the cinnamon cloves that is put in the oven with. Yeah. So that's fine. That's fine there. Hmm.
Well, I was reading the Farmer's Almanac, and they're predicting that this winter is going to be nice and cold in the Northeast.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will.
I mean, Ramon, you sound to be depressed. I mean, this is a happy time.
No, it's not a happy time. Summer is ending. That means it's gonna little by little gonna start to get cold. I mean, if it cools down a little bit from how it is right now, that's okay. That's okay. I'm ready for it to cool down a little bit. But I'm only talking about it going down to like 95 degrees. That's the cool down that I'm talking about, and it
No,
stays there, stays
see, that's
between 90 to 95 degrees. That's all right by me.
well, would you prefer like a nice Indian summer day when the temperature is like from 46 to 59 degrees? Wouldn't that be cheerful?
No, nope.
And oh, a nice spring day when the temperature is like 25 degrees. That's a nice spring day.
Mm, no.
Yeah, so you going to consider polar bears in Coney Island or not? Let's talk about that since we got all this cold temperature talk going on.
You know what? That's something that I'll definitely have to think about that.
Okay, that's reasonable. You're gonna think about it. Okay, that's fair.
Okay, but you know what, something, Ramon? Let's make a deal. You come to New York in the winter time, and I'll come to Texas in the summertime.
No, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare come to Texas when it's like 115 degrees. I will
Well,
dare you.
well, I would dare you to come to New York when it gets, when it's like 25 degrees, which is basically spring.
No, unfortunately, we the last couple of years we've had like 1 or 2 days in February where it gets down to that degree. So I don't have to go anywhere.
Oh, you lucky
No, 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 lucky
I'm,
that. Lucky nothing. Lucky nothing. Don't start with that. Lucky
I mean,
nothing.
I'm jealous of you.
Nothing to be jealous. It's only 1 or 2 days where we get
Well,
the temperatures that go down to what you like. But it's only 1 or 2 days out of the year.
I
well,
want to
I,
ask
I,
you
I,
that.
I, can, I can put up with that.
Here.
if I had complete control of the weather, I'll be generous. Winter will be only 4 months long.
No, 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 no. But the rest of the time, it can get it can get a bit too chilly for my for my taste. As long as there is no hail, as long as there is no hail, then I guess I'll put up with it for a day or two.
Do you know? And sometimes
Okay.
in open, sometimes in opening in the wintertime, it goes below zero.
No. Okay. Again. It happened. It happened over here a couple of years ago, and I hated it. I was,
Oh,
I was so
you lucky!
miserable.
Oh,
I was,
you
a
lucky
lot of people. No,
stick!
no, 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 no. Stop. A lot of people were miserable. A lot of people were miserable because the pipes were bursting at their houses when the temperatures actually went below zero, and all those that water was freezing on people's pipes that were not ready for that, and they started bursting and people's flooding at 0 degrees. People dealing with floodings at their house. That was a mess. And all the accidents that people are not used to dealing with. Hmm. So no, Uh, golden. Well, you never had a real pastel. You never had a real one then, or maybe you had a pastel. Maybe you had a pastel that had
It's
that had.
pasteles with the meat and the cheese and like the bread when they fry it. Is that pasteles?
No, pastele is something that is like a tamal, but made out of plantain, and it can be filled with meat, or chicken and other things.
Yeah,
But that's a holiday thing. That's a holiday thing that
yeah,
we
yeah,
eat
yeah,
at
yeah,
Christmas time.
and some people eat it with ketchup on top, and or you can eat
That's
it.
heresy. That's freaking
Is it
heresy.
like a main course or like an appetizer kind of food?
No,
That's like an
that's a side. That's a side. That's a side to the rice with green pigeon peas that we cook together, and also with the potato salad. As long as it doesn't have apple in it, because I hate that.
Okay.
You mean you don't like apples in potato salad?
Hell
No,
no.
no. And there are people that I've seen it. I've seen it back home that there are people that make that make potato salad with apple. I don't like it.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Hmm. Or maybe golden in the pastel that she had, it had um olives in it. But it had the
Nah, I
olives
don't like
that
no
you have to
olives
pick
in my
them out.
food either.
But because there are people that make pasteles with olives in it, and I don't like it. I don't like those. I picked that out. I picked that out of the pastel.
I had empanadas. I don't think I had pasteles, so I don't think I know what that
Oh
is.
no, pastel is specifically a holiday thing for Christmas. If you find a place that has Puerto Rican food, ask for the holiday food and ask for pasteles, and they'll know what you're talking about. Tell them that another Puerto Rican recommended that you try pasteles, and you ask for that. But
Yes.
unless there are places that have it right now, which is it might not be likely because that's more of a holiday thing. But as soon as Thanksgiving rolls around, right after Thanksgiving, there should be places they have Puerto Rican food, and they should have pasteles. So I recommend that you try that.
Do it. Can I get it without meat? Because I don't eat meat.
Oh, well, you will have to ask. You will have to ask if you can have it with someone with something else. But
Okay.
usually they'll have it's gonna have some type of meat. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm probably not gonna have to have it then.
yeah.
I think the only way is you're gonna have to like learn how to make them, and just put, I don't know, maybe vegetables or fish or something or anything that's
Yeah,
vegan.
yeah. I guess you could ask if there is kind of like if there is an accommodation that they can make for you. Which I'm sure, but you will on that you will have to ask around because it's good. Most likely gonna have regular ground meat in it, and
Right.
that's basically how it's been for
Forever.
decades and
A
decades.
tradition.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
understand that. Like, I feel like nowadays, though, not for nothing, ever since plant-based diet, like some restaurants are really trying to accommodate people like me or the vegan communities or the vegetarians and have alternatives. But like, not all the restaurants, but some of them now are trying to, really introduce something for people that really don't eat meat. So it's not a fast progression, but I see it slowly and surely some places.
yeah. No, well, I'm sure that they can make accommodations, and they're in New York because there are people that do take that more seriously. So places that sell food, I'm sure that they're gonna have some alternatives, and even the places where they will have like Puerto Rican food, and I'm sure that they might do some type of accommodation. So it's a matter of just going to the places and ask. So
I'm surprised McDonald's didn't pick up on the whole vegan plant-based diet. Like, I'm surprised. I thought they would have picked up on that.
of course not. Of course not. Then they're not gonna do better when it comes to that.
No, because I mean McDonald's. I mean McDonald's is not. I mean I don't know if you can actually call it food. I mean it's more like high calorie, low value.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. If I go to a McDonald's on occasion, I'll get something that has the chicken, something with chicken, and I know that just about any burger in there is gonna taste real good because it's nice and greasy, so it tastes great. But the or Burger King, no, you can't have that all the time because there is no real there is no real um uh, what do you call it? Kind of like value when it comes to what you are eating. Valor alimenticio, like we call it
Like
in
no
Spanish.
nutritional factors, no nutritional value in the food.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have any. I I don't know how to say the phrase correctly in English, but it doesn't have any value when it comes to getting fed. I don't know how do you call it.
Actually, I think it's called nutritional value.
Nutritional value. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry. I was in there cooking. I had to leave out the kitchen. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna end the stream. I can do this. I get to put the video on in the background. But I love potato salad. You don't like potato salad, Irby? Yo, I can eat a bowl. I can eat potato salad all to myself. Like,
Well, there's potatoes. Well, potato salad. Potato salad is good as long as they don't make it the way they make it by home. Some people will put apple in it, and that's when I have to say, nope,
that person.
not for me. Not for me. But aside from that, it's okay. It's all right. Mm-hmm.
Ramon, you have to experiment at times.
The what?
You have to experiment at times.
No, I don't want to. No, I've tried. I've made the mistake of trying that potato salad with apples. Never again. So I did. I did try it.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it was trash.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Jose, your stream is at what time?
It's going to be 11:30 at night. So it's going to be. I'm going to be talking about the Karens. Of course, I always start my stream with a monologue, starting with my words. So basically, I have something which I call the what the heck it is. So basically, I talk about someone that acts inappropriately. So I'm going to be talking about someone that acts inappropriately on my platform, and basically that person's been banned again, but this time the ban's been permanent because the fact, if you're not going to come to my platform and be respectful, there's no place for you. And Ramon, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Somebody who started shit, tried to start shit on your channel. Yeah. Well, yeah, we know what to expect. Mm-hmm.
So it's okay because I'm going to be doing the rebroadcast regarding the stream regarding Father's Day. And then there's a stream where we roasted this person very well for about half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tune in.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's gonna be there. Maybe I can squeeze in my live stream a little after 9.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop off because I am but thank you very much for allowing me on your platform, and I just want to encourage those of you who have not done so. Uh, Please show some love and subscribe to Wine and FaceTime. Also show some love to the Introvert Boricua and subscribe to his channel. And of course, please subscribe to Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Thank you so much, Jose. Peace out. Have a good evening. I'll check you on your side, okay?
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
And so,
Yes.
very interesting conversation so far. Again, regarding the whole content conversation regarding, the whole lock thing, hope you guys can check that and catch that out. And regarding what we were talking about, Jose's channel, I'm gonna definitely check him out soon.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming up. Anything
Thank you for having me.
else?
Yeah. Just wanted to say that I appreciate you letting me be on your panel. Let me come up. And yeah, this was a good combo. Thanks for having me. I'll look forward to the next one.
Sounds good. Well, take care, and I'll see you soon. And I'm definitely still watching the replay of your live stream. Still watching it.
Sure thing. I'm gonna see if I can set up something for the next one, but I don't know because I'm on a different time zone, and Jose said that he's gonna be on at 11:30. That means that it's gonna be 10:30. What I'm at, that only gives me like an hour and a half. But I'm gonna try and see if I can squeeze in another live stream, but I will have to look into that right now, and I'll make sure to let you know then.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good. I mean, I'm really excited to finish the rest of your last live stream. It must have been really, really good. So I'll definitely leave a comment when I'm done with it too.
Yes, definitely. So thanks for having me. I'm gonna be taking my leave. You have a good dinner, and we'll talk again soon.
Take care, Ramon. Have a good one. See you soon.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. Well, guys, that was episode 38 of Wine and FaceTime. I initially began the conversation regarding how to sleep with locks. I talked about bonnets, silk scarves, cotton scarves. I even spoke about stocking caps, things to do to protect your hair, silk sheets, silk pillowcases, all the things you should do if you really want to make sure your locks flourish and grow and not be matted together and really lumpy and bumpy. But if you are doing that and you like that, shout out to you. No disrespect, none at all. But I definitely gave you some videos, some content of things I use. You definitely leave a comment at the end of this video if there's anything else you want to know regarding how to sleep with your locks. If you're trying to keep them well maintained and looking great and looking nice, on your lock journey. But if not, peace out. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Urbi Fatal, Golden Goddess, Third World Colombian, Uncommon Jose in the Throne, Introvert Boricua. You see if anybody else I forgot by mistake. No. Said Golden Goddess, Third World Colombian. Thank you guys so much. I'm ending this stream. It's been real. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Trigger some love. Hit post notifications on for all videos. Peace out. I'm out of here. So happy 4th, not 4th of July. Lord have mercy. Happy Labor Day weekend. It is that time. Wow, was expecting that to happen. Happy Labor Day weekend. It is that time, last week of summer, so definitely do something great, fun with your families. Get out, enjoy the sun if you can, hit the beach one more time, and if not, totally understand. See you guys soon. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my comments, Jose Negron. I'm heading right over there, and so should you. Peace out.